There we go. There you go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights, and hero is an acronym. It means a couple things, but today it means high emotion radiates overflow. Radiates overflow. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights. I'm a professional speaker and a professional author. And and so now I'm going live with this thing. I'm going live with this thing. So that said, I'm a man who has survived a stroke. Who has survived a stroke. I survived that stroke in July of last year. So it just it's just over a month. I just gotta turn the AC on. I don't know what happened just now, but the AC, the AC got knocked off. I gotta get my air conditioning going. Woo. All right, okay. So that aside, um, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to experiment and see what it's like to be a man who was having a stroke and who's working through it. He was working through it. Yeah. So Fee is over here on Instagram talking about, am I having hot flashes? No, I'm not having hot flashes. I'm having heat, heat in general. I was playing with the air conditioner. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. All right. So let's see. What do we got today? We got a lot today. We got a lot today, and we're just gonna have to jump into it. We're just gonna have to jump into it and see where we end up. So where I have to start is the run report. Now, let me put up today's run report. This is from today. Now, I've said this before, but when I start the run reports, I usually start them right after I finish running. So there's no real precursor to what I'm about to say. Like I just hit record and let whatever happens happen, right? So what I said kind of surprised me, but I said it, so let me expound on it. Let me play it, and then we're going to expound on it. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger. Folks on Instagram, I am now making the wait a minute now. How how do I how do I make it big again? Oh no. There we go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna play this video. You guys on Instagram, just listen. Just listen because you can't see it. All right, here we go. What's up, folks? This is day 200 something. I stopped by and got a little iced chai. A little iced chai. And honestly, that has something to do with everything that's been going on. I didn't intend to run past that place, but I ran past this place and I was like, oh man, I've been having thoughts about the place because of Crane Day. Crane Day is the day that the crane went crazy and I got kicked out of the house and all that stuff. But I ended up going to the same place, the grind, and getting something I'd never had before to drink and to eat. And I went back in, I got the same drink, because Rev Mel, she thanked me. She thanked the spirits in me for having a stroke. And I was like, what? This was yesterday. And I was like, what? And I was just sitting there dumbfounded, sitting there for I don't know, weeks. I mean, felt like weeks. I just couldn't deal with it, right? And so I sat still with it for a while, and then I got out with it, took a little walk, and I don't know, something led me to the same place today. And so this is kind of a part of that same group. I don't know, the same thing that's been happening with Rev Mel thanking the stroke for what it's done for me. And I was like, wow, that's deep. That is deep. That is deep. So I'm still working with it. I'm still working on it. But in the meantime, I give thanks. I give thanks for the stroke and everything that it did for me, all the enlightenment that's brought me. I give thanks to the stroke and to the pains that still bother me. I give thanks. I give thanks because I don't know what they're saving me from. So Ashe. Ashe. So that's it. That's it. I am Sacred Rights. I'm coming to you live every day since the first day of this year. Coming to you running. That's 200 something days now, 216 days, I believe. And yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And also buy my book. Buy my book. I'm telling you, buy my book. You'll be surprised by the first sentence. And you'll be surprised every sentence thereafter. So check out my book. All right. Later. Okay, there's an advertisement for Hack Your Pain now. And my pace and my 216. Okay. And wow, right? Wow. Right? Because who would ever expect that? Who would ever expect that? So let me rewind. Yesterday, Reverend Mel sent me a text, asked me if I'd be on a show. And I was like, yeah, I'll be on the show yesterday. So I did my show, and my show didn't go so well by my standards. And so I was feeling like, oh, I don't want to do Mel's show today. I don't want to do Mel's show. But I kicked myself into gear. I got there. I did the show. The show was great, though. The show was great. What she had prepared for me was really profound. And then after the show, we sat there in the green room, just kind of chit-chatting. And that's when she said this thing. That's when she thanked me for the stroke. And I was like, wait, what? What? Thank you for the stroke? Like, hold on. And she stood behind it. And she talked about the difference in how I've been able to react to Crane Day versus how I would have reacted before. And how I would have reacted before was the same way everyone reacts, right? The same way I would have reacted before the stroke, right? And how the stroke has transformed the way I react. Transformed because it wasn't like I thought about which thing I'm going to do because I need to do something positive. I need to keep my mind in a positive space. Oh, no, it was automatic. I just did it. And so she thanked the stroke. And I was really, really surprised by that and really just had to sit with it. So after she got off of the StreamYard, which is the camera angle that we're set up on, after she got off it, I was just stood there sitting there on the video thing. So basically the place where I go to speak on the show, I was just sitting there. I just was frozen. I was frozen for a long time. And I got into a kind of, a kind of funk about it. It's like it's such a big idea to have someone prayerfully be thankful for something that's happened to you that's considered a bad thing or can be considered a bad thing. It's a lot for me to deal with. So anyway, what happened to me is I sat there for a long time. I didn't tell anybody how long I sat there. I just sat there for a long time, just sitting still, thinking about being thankful for the stroke. Then I tried it. I tried being thankful for the stroke because I do recognize that I reacted to the crane instantaneously, any, without any, anything. Like it happened automatically. Because even yesterday, when Reverend Mel and I were talking about it, you saw that I was remembering things as she was talking. That I was like, oh yeah, I didn't notice that. And Linda said something great. She said that people who have a stroke tend to focus on what's essential to them. Basically, I'm using my own words, Linda, but thinking about it that way, this was really profound, and so that was a lot of thinking to do, a lot of thinking to do. And so today, I just happened to run by it. I was like, wow, because where I run goes anywhere when I run. So I go out in my building and I go left, but then after that, if the light is green, I go straight towards the waterfall, towards the water. And if it's red, I go left or right. And so I just happened to go by the place today and pick up some iced chai. So anyway, I thought that was really strong moment, right? And that results in something else. What it results in is the talk for today, because I was stuck thinking about being thankful for the stroke, and I was feeling kind of funky. I was feeling not so great, and so what I did was I sank myself into the show, because I was thinking, okay, well, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? And if I didn't have a show, I wouldn't have done that. But because I have a show, because I've learned that delving into financial information fills me up, that's where I went. So I went there and I studied one video, one maybe 20-minute video, got me caught up. So I'm going to ask you all something now, give you time to think about it. But what is Elon Musk? How much stock? No. How much does Elon Musk own of Tesla? How much does Elon Musk own of Tesla? All right, that's my hint. Right now, I want you to answer that as I continue to talk. Right. So yes, Fee saying, didn't I react to the crane? Yeah, I didn't react to the crane at all. I just moved in a different way, entirely different, and entirely set up to bring me the best joy, automatically. Can you imagine coming out of your house and looking and seeing all these fire trucks, and then not being aware of what they're doing? I just walked by them. I didn't even, what happened? No, I looked up, building looked fine. I moved on immediately. So let me not get too far up on that. All right. So what was I saying? I was saying that man, I forgot what I was saying. So I'm going to answer some of these media things. Okay, here's something from Fee King again. I agree. The stroke has been a blessing in disguise of a long his tragedy. Oof. Yeah, I'm working with it. You know what's it's hard because it's still pain, right? There's still pain associated with it. But yes, I recognize that I reacted to that in a completely different way. And what I was saying was Reverend Mel said that she might end up where I was, but she would have to work at it at first. And I just went right past her. I was like, what? I mean, past Reverend Mel, like what is happening right now? So yeah, there's something to be said for that. There's something to be said for that. And I'm working with it. I'm still working with it. Still working with it. But I am trying each day. So that was last night and this morning to think of my stroke with gratitude. Think of my stroke with gratitude. Now that's new. That is new. That is very new. But I'm doing it now. I am thinking of my stroke with gratitude. Ashe. Ashe. Okay. Let's see. Feed King is downloaded and asked everyone in the world to watch the show. So thank you, Feed King. Thank you for all these names, all these names. All right. And also, I want to talk about the space where the money took me to. So because I got invested in money, that took me out of being overwhelmed, right? Took me out of that, right? And so I found this this site. Oh, let me see if anyone reacted. Oh, wait a minute. Here's Fee. Fee's comment on both places. How are you doing this, Fee? How are you doing this? You know, if Fee's saying she's right, you're an even better person than before the stroke. Oh man. Y'all make me teary-eyed. See? Okay. All right. Made me get teary-eyed. Yeah, all right. Let me get off of this. Okay. So no one has voted. No one has voted on the okay, no one's voted for Elon Musk. So I'm just gonna tell you. Elon Musk owns 13% of Tesla. What? Elon owns 13% of Tesla? And so I pulled it up. Let me see if I can find it. I can pull, okay, I can invite you to see what I'm seeing. And let me see if I can get this and get this. Okay, here we go. Share. And Feed King saying, what? 13%? Yeah, 13%. 13%. And I put that red X there. I put that red X there because note to self, always back check. Always check. Because what you get from Facebook might not be what the information is, right? So I found this information on YouTube, but I went to check. Well, how much does Tesla own? Does Elon Musk own of Tesla? 13%. Check. And then I went to check Jeff. Well, you know his name. Here's his picture of Amazon. And I went to check, and they said 12%. And I checked that, and it's down to 10%. It's even less than what it started off as. Down to 10%. Now, both of these men are two of the wealthiest men in the world, right? Billionaires, status, both of them. B with a B, right? And yet, they only own 10 to 13% of their company. Now, that was really shocking to me. It's really shocking to me because I was thinking like, Tesla, Elon Musk owns Tesla, right? But yeah, he does, but only a small percentage. And that reminds me of this other photo, and share to this tab. All right. So there's this. All right. So 15% in a multi-billion-dollar pie is greater than 100% of your $3 million business. Now that's crazy to think about. But you having your $3 million business, owning it fully, 100%, is still less than 15% in a multi-billion-dollar pie. Wow. Now something that these mega rich people, these billionaires, have known all along, and that we're just getting caught up on a little bit, right? But Elon Musk, 13% of his company, and he's a billionaire. And yet, if he had kept everything to himself, kept all the pieces of the puzzle himself, he would have a much smaller company. It would be worth a lot less. It would be owned by a lot less, right? If he's asking me who owns the rest, I don't know who owns the rest. I'm too fascinated by the fact that he owns what he owns. Like, that might be individual shareholders, might be me and you. I'm sure that there's some enough of some. Well, I'm just guessing, but I'm guessing that he has enough of the stock that he can make something happen. What do they call that? I forget what that's called, but the person has enough stock to do something, right? 10%, 12%, 13%. I think if no one else has that much, no one else has as much money, as much stock as they do, they still control the company. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think. All right. So yeah, that really got me. And so anyway, I spent the night researching this and being really interested in what he said. And let me see, did I have another quote? Oh yeah, I had this one. Share to this tab. So this really got me. You survive by earning. You get rich by owning. Let me read that one more time. You survive by earning. You get rich by owning. What? Like, I must have watched this little clip 5 times trying to get it. You survive by earning, you get rich by owning, right? And so what it said is you need to buy assets. You need to buy assets. You need to always be asking yourself, is what I'm about to buy going to appreciate in value? Is it going to appreciate in value? I'm telling you, it had me looking around my apartment a whole different way. I was like, oh wow, that could be an asset. 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 Like, it floored me that I wasn't thinking about that before. But now I'm thinking about it. Like, I've had things in my possession for years that I haven't thought of as an asset, you know? And so what I learned is that you can, like, take a piece of artwork. You can take a piece of artwork and you can wait, let me make myself big again. Let me make myself big again so you can see my face. And so you can take a piece of artwork and lease it to a museum. What? What? Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Like, you could take art that you own and lease it to a museum. That's money. That's money. Like this immediately money. Like that's incredible to me. That's incredible to me. All right, so all right, I've said all of that to say, well, just what I said that. Well, that that when you open yourself up, when you open yourself up and you start thinking, start looking at the right information, you can find really good information. Like I can't believe that I'm talking about art and leasing it out to some museum that's been on my wall for years. Like that's incredible. That's incredible. So anyway, all right. So that said, let me say this. I know I said I was going to get back to you about the the um the Guinness Book of World Records. Okay, so let me do this really quickly, really quick. All right, here we go. Okay, here is Demetrius Short. Oh, where's my? Oh, shoot, you guys can't see yet. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. So this is Demetrius Short's annual race. It's a 5K. It's coming up on the 9th of September, right? I am going to annex this. I'm going to do my own run on September 10th, right? This has happening Saturday, and on Sunday, I'm going to do my run. So I'm going to go to Nashville. I'm going to do my run, and it will be a Guinness Book of World Records, but it's going to be a surprise Guinness Book of World Records. It's a surprise Guinness World Records because I got to get I got to get ready. So I will be in Nashville, Tennessee, before Demetrius Short's race. This Steps of Success 5K, which I was supposed to participate in last year, but the stroke came and got me right before his race. So I'm looking forward to being able to be at his race and be able to stand there and represent him well. And then the next day, I will also be doing my Guinness Book of World Records, which is a surprise Guinness Book of World Records. A surprise Guinness World Records. All right. Ashe. So, yeah, I guess that's it. It felt so much bigger inside me, but now that I said it out loud, now it is what it is. So, on September 9th and 10th, I will be at Nashville, and I'll be doing my run on the 10th, and I'll be coming right back because I got some court dates right after that. So Ashe. All right, so Shay is saying, I earned 20 cents in dividends. I love it. Oh, where'd you get the dividends, Shay? Where'd you get the dividends? See, but that is so dope. So what Shay is talking about is she held her phone up when we did something recently and showed me that she's been investing. I was like, oh, wow, because of me? What? And so because she's been investing, she's been earning dividends. And that's what happened to me the first time. I can't get into it now because I've run out of time, but let me tell you, the first time I got a dividend, I was like, I got a dividend on $1. I got a dividend on $8. That's all I can say. I don't have enough time to get all into it, but stick with me. So what does it say is Friday. I think we're going to try to do, well, I'm not sure what I'll do in terms of my day off next week, but I got to get back to that story. Because that story is good. All right, so remember, now is better than perfect. Ashe.